Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero, where we just left off from playing Xanadu. God, what an awful game that was. Why give us a game inside a game and it's even worse? Anyway, we're gonna speak to Donald and basically tell him how shit it was. And then we're gonna speak to Lula, because apparently she's just appeared out of nowhere, and she's gonna tell us where the fucking 5 dogwood drive is. You really did go deeper into the caves. Well, you were easy enough to find. I've met a few of your former assistants. One can't help but hear things. So this is what became of our project. Oh, I've made some additions. Joseph stole the data tapes for the first half, so it had some blank spots to fill. Yes, I know he published his version actually. I'm sorry to report this is a bit tediously sentimental. We've been looking for you. So you found the address data? Just pass it over to Donald here. Donald, will you be a dear and crunch these numbers? We're looking to sort out a street name, collision, Dogwood Drive. Wasn't the Bureau gonna process it? I insist. I have cycles to spare. I'll just pack my pipe and get to it. I should only be an hour or so. Andrew will carry it over to... I'll be at the Bureau for the rest of the night. Just market private materials for the attention of Senior Clerk Chamberlain. How do we get to the Bureau from here? The bridge! Yes, the bridge through the gate over there. Now we too recede into history. Good night, Donald. To Shannon. Meet me at the Bureau and we'll get you on your way. Head counterclockwise to the cathode ray, then turn around, then it's just clockwise until you find the Bureau. So counterclockwise to the cathode ray, then turn around and then, okay. So cathode ray. Between us, I think you should drive. She's really far to be able to whisper to me. Alright, let's... I don't want to speak to Roberta. Oh, I'm Shannon all of a sudden. Okay. I think we're walking around until, oh wow. Okay, we can go back out. But I swear. Yeah, actually, we're going to the Bureau. We're going to the Bureau now. Because he's going to send the data to the Bureau. Music! The Dead Miners, yeah. Tape recorder. No, already touched that one. Hey, Blue! Is that Johnny? Sort of Blue. Blue! Thanks for waiting, Blue. We're gone a bit longer than expected. Ran into some trouble, Blue. I won't lie to you. Ah, we look after the old dog, don't we? What happened up there? Just a bunch of computers. Ugh. Just a bunch of computers, yeah. One stupid computer. Time to go. Alright, let's get on the freaking Zero. Okay, we have to go to counterclockwise. Oh, oops, that's clockwise, you silly git. Counterclockwise to find the, what it's called. I don't know what it was called again. I'll recognize it once I see it. The cathode ray. Then we turn around. Now we're passing a sprocket. But we don't want to go to the sprocket. I hope I do find it. Bicycle. The feather. Oh, it's so beautiful, really. Cactus. It's showing all these cool little things. I feel like maybe I did something wrong, because usually you don't actually turn manually. There's like a button you click to turn. Unless the Bureau just suddenly appears here. Oh my god, it did. That was magic. I was like, unless the Bureau suddenly appears here, and it just fucking appeared. Act 3, Scene 11, Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Sort of Blue. Blue! My favorite dog. Got the time, Blue? Nah, you don't care about that. Maybe I should be more like you. Yeah, not talking. Thanks, John. Thanks for understanding. To reception. Good God. Let's hit the bell. Is that Lula up there? On her own? No, there's people up there as well. Hello? Maybe we just skipped. Oh, she's coming. Lula! Here you are. Mary Ann has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. So you're not too busy? If I'm in the middle of something, I just let the phone ring. It's soothing in a way. The results just came in by courier. Good news. Donald and his assistants will be able to sort through the noise. I heard Rick cross-reference the results against some of the records. He found a corresponding mail stop on the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make its stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Are you going somewhere? I might. I'm feeling impulsive and I'd like to be ready. Maybe back to Mexico. It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in the museum down there. Did you know? A big ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks and deep. Cool. So we're going on a night ferry. I guess I need to go back to Conway to tell him. Oh, look at Lula. Isn't she fab? Lula? June bug. Alright, let's wait. We shall wait for the night ferry. I guess my truck's not going on it. How long do we have to wait? Oh, who knows? Alright, what happened? What? In the church, at the graveyard, you two came out of there all weird. What happened? It's okay, you can tell him. It doesn't matter anymore. Fine. So, we were in that graveyard. Oh, okay. Are we going to live it? Are we going to live the scene? Where the strangers come from. We are going to live the scene. By the looks of it. Let's replay that. It's just going to replay this bit where we scram off. But it's going to play... We're going to play as Shannon and Conway, isn't it? Worth a look inside, I guess. I want to stay outside. Okay. I'll stay with him. We can look for lizards. Okay, we'll make it quick. Alright, let's go to church. What did they find? I am also quite curious. A floor. They found a floor? The church floor is cold metal, scuffed in flecks by unknown boot heels. Sit. Is it just going to turn out that they found nothing? I don't know what I expected. The strangers, he kept saying. Oh shit, he said another dead end. Another dead end. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's our song. Listen, earlier in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but... What did you find down there? When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair, flipping through channels to check the saturation, and she was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared, suddenly ran away, but we thought... You thought she was dead. Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then, the next time I flipped to channel 2, Weaver, it's burned in my vision now. She's standing in a room. The walls are blank, kind of gray. There's tape on the walls, like markings and desks. A classroom, maybe? The camera is in the corner, so it's sort of 45-degree angle into the room, and there's Weaver right in the center of the picture. I stopped turning the dial. Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Eventually she spoke, but there was no real sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. She said, go to the mine. I'd find something there. I can't remember the exact words. Whenever I try, I get distracted. Fuzzy, It's so dusty in here, right? Yeah, real dusty. You'd think with all these holes in the ceiling... What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Must have been the church settling. Must have... What? What? Okay. What is this? The stranger activates the tape player slung on his shoulder. A crackly drawl echoes in the room. It is patient and sounds like it should be smiling. Doolittle. My regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you'll hear about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. Do you know how to get the bureau from here? Certainly. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. What is this place? Some kind of factory? Yeah, maybe, but for what? Why hidden away like this? And what's that smell? Like bread? Baking bread? Please, follow me. Why am I controlling this guy? As if I know where we're going. What's that? Why has that come up again? Oh my good god. Are we in Xanadu? I have to ask you to step in here a moment. This is for your safety and adjust your outfit just for a bit. That's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. We don't wear glasses. So that won't be an issue. Well, do us a favor and put on the headwear. Anyway, just this way. Okay. Alright, well, we got our helmets. Down here, please. Just over here. Just in one of these carts. In the shuttle. Here's the fleet. Haha. Oh, we just use these around to get around internally. How big is this place? Oh, it's grown a great deal over the years. Incredible to think, really. When Mr. Bishop founded this operation, it was only about 1,800 square feet. And half of that or more was occupied by camouflage to keep the law out. Hiding out in the back of an old church, purifying spirits by hand-made fire, a kettle, and a dream. So the trucks are just east a ways in shipping. You can become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always happy to show off the facilities. Sublime machinery. Let's drive. Do I get to drive? Oh my... Jesus, I do. Do I? Oh my god! I'm Guys, this game is driving. Shit. Reverse. Alright, come on, dude. Turn, that's it. Down there. What is this? What's this? Look, it's weird. Look, there's like skeletons, like bunks. Did we stop here for a reason? Thought you'd like to see the accommodations. We supply what bedding we can according to the formula. What formula? Oh, the formula. Changed our lives. Once, years ago, we were prisoners to the intricacies of our debts here. We'd have to account for everything on paper. Compounding interest by hand, reassessing amortization, and leveraged asset distributions according to nightly merit decay. Then she stepped out of the dark caves to show us the light of the formula. She had a brilliant grasp of mathematics and a saint-like way of speaking right through the numbers. So these are the strangers that Lula met a long time ago. Now we just plug our daily numbers into the formula and run it through the adding machine. We occasionally suffer through some surplus drift, but she instructed us on all the necessary adjustments. It was devastating to see our revered mathematician go, but she was needed elsewhere. Her legacy abides. So you sleep here? Commute would cut into our working hours, and we dearly need those working hours, some more than others. Why, I haven't seen the outdoors in... Myself, I'm focused. Well, shouldn't I be? I've got this figure to pay down. The longer I sleep, the more interested cruise. It's a sin to sleep your freedom away like that. Of course, as a delivery driver, you'd be able to come and go come and go a little. You're timed pretty closely, but you can still roll down the window. Maybe glimpse a familiar silhouette on the side of the road as you pass. I have no idea what we are going to find down here. Or why any of this adds up. I guess we should have gone to shipping. Like, it gave us the options a long time ago. No, we're gonna skip that. I don't want to see it. Is this shipping? I don't think this is shipping. This is... Oh yeah, it's docks. Okay. Can we stop there? Sir, why are you giving us a tour? I don't want to know about water pumps. Maybe he's like, oh, this is the water that operates your everyday living. Milling. How far can we go? Oh shit. Lump. This looks like a bit... It's different than a lumberyard. This looks more than a lumberyard, bro. Cask. Here's the charring yard. Vents pretty well, considering. This smell, this is why they call bourbon a comfort food. Smells nice. Have you ever been in a forest after a fire? I've been in a house after a fire. Well, every narcotic has a breath of homesickness on it. That's what makes it so damn compelling. More casks. We build every cask by hand right here. It's tradition, but I like to think our application of hands and hammers to the oak gives our stuff a kind of life. Yeah, well, that's what I like to think. They look like coffins? That's tradition too, I suppose, and I'm sure it helps avert suspicion if a satellite catches us burying them upstairs. What? This is so... I don't know what's going on. Alright, we actually... If we go to shipping... Return. Okay, there we go. So, if we head up here... This should... And to the left, maybe. Is this where we started? I feel like it is. Oh god, come on! This damn car! Keep having to reverse really weirdly. Oh, just drive for goodness sake. This is not a dead end, you can drive through that. Are you for real? He's for real. Come this way! I'll show you the way! Oh my god, there's a guy carrying stuff. Come this way, forget the car, we don't need the car. Okay, he can't move. There's tons of invisible walls. Can we get back in the car and we just drive in like a particular direction? Maybe that'll help us on this journey. Okay, there we go. Can we go this way? Nice. Okay, let's skip this. We're not bothered. We're not really not bothered. I mean, he can tell us everything. But, you know... Oh, what happened there? Let's go back to the start again. Let's go back to the start again. If I remember the way. Holy moly, I'm lost. Is this it? Shipping! That's where we wanna be. I think. Truck. Maybe this is a truck that will go to 5 Dogwood Drive. Here it is. Now, I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I used to drive long hauls. It's a lonely kind of thing or so, I hear. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubt. Now, it's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. I've been driving with all my life, for better or worse. No, I see. What happened with Miguel? Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes for a moment, or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company and slow to anger. But if we're speaking confidentially... Well, with all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and a few casks too, we're all just thankful he had no, next of kin. So let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Doolittle starts the truck and switches on the CB radio. A deep, monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker. 1020 on that load, come back. Up in the Hummingbird Cave, 1012, City Kitty. City Kitty. That's a good time. Dispatch, we may have found Miguel's replacement. Thought you might like to get acquainted. 10-9, come again. Introduce yourself. Pleased to meet you. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. I'm not really here for a job. 9-9 wheel hauler, gotta pay the water bill. Ah, so I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck, huh? Let's look at the back. Because what else can I look at? Where did he go? Alright, okay, he's going around the back. Looks like it's just about ready to go out. We've had some good, strong folks in shipping here, so you never need to worry about loading if you don't want to. Bit hard on the knees and back at your age, eh? Of course, you'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job, and some drivers like the extra shift stacking and loading here. Did Miguel load his own trucks? He did. It was just a jealously guarded task for him. If I didn't know the man better, hear me now. I say, if I didn't know the man better, I may have suspected he was skimming off the top. Sounds like a lot of work around here. It's in our interest, friend. After all, we must meet our financial obligations. Right, yeah, let's look at the tires for some bloody reason. Oh, sure, I'll know you want to look. Kick the tires, that's the thing we do, isn't it? As though our knees could exert the kind of force these tires see out there on the road. We're more likely to hurt ourselves. Isn't it the way, eh? Tires look fine. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't the tires that failed our dear Miguel. We are quite sure. Conway sat in a dim room full of folding chairs. The walls and ceilings were painted with old smoke. Someone read from the book. He drank coffee as it is. He just listened. The speaker listed all the things we tried, that we, most people in the room, The speaker listed all the things we tried, that we, most people in the room, were probably there by court order. A few others shared. They spoke in abstractions, like a program of action, a good orderly direction, spiritual but not religious, religious but not spiritual, all the things we tried. Then it was over. They clasped sweaty hands through a short prayer and stepped back out into the morning. He knew it was time to hit the bar. It was good to get out of the heat, away from the mendacity. He settled into it. Someone else from the meeting was here, looking rough. He focused on the television. A nature show was playing, something about river dolphins. They cruised the Amazon, eating psychedelic frogs and having weird adventures. At night, they transformed into attractive young partygoers and wore hats to cover their blowholes. Now, what else can we show you? The wipers? Control the wipers with this knob here. Do little fiddles with the controls. They seem to have decent torque to them, hey? Can't say how they'd fare in an ice storm, but we must never delay a shipment. Better to assume the risk. You folk watch the weather closely? I wouldn't know if I saw it. Too many years of climate control. Have I mentioned I rarely, if ever, leave our facility? I wouldn't know the rain if it drowned me. I'm sure the wipers are fine. Of course, what else then? Headlights. Headlights work fine, see? Doodle fiddles with the controls. That's important. Most of our product goes out at night. You never know who you'll run into at daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading with all that indirect light. A magic hour, eh? Magic hour, sure. The angle of the sun at dusk and dawn means the light is mostly indirect reflections from the sky. Everything looks like a movie, it's all a bit softer. Drivers sleep in the day then? Sure, those that sleep. Miguel pulled extra day shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, you know, sometimes over in battling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft light, dangerous. Conway had to get off the highway. Too loud, too murky. He turned off into some grey cornfield in Indiana. Empties rattled under the passenger seat. He watched traffic. Oh right, empties rattled under the passenger seat. He kept them over there so the smell wouldn't spread. That window was always open a crack. He had to pull over. He couldn't night drive in this condition. It wouldn't have been responsible. He was only human. He's been out there since the headlights were on, didn't even stop for coffee. He cracked a beer at 3, eyes on the road, 4:30, he dodged some stray cattle. The headlights were coming back on. Rockford could wait. Early morning couldn't be much worse than late night. What could they care? He just needed a few hours. So, moving on. Driver, come back. There's dispatch. Now, tell them about your experience. Tell them truck's in good shape. Tell them that you'll start in the morning. Truck looks good. We've been over every inch of it. Dispatch like it just came off the assembly line. 10:33, dispatch, got 2 black eyes and a flock of crocodiles. Come back. 10:04, back it down and prick your eyelids, driver. Come back, Lem. 10:04, come back, wheel holder. 10:04. Got your ears on? Good, listen to this. So, I think that went well. Let's head back up to logistics and seal the deal, eh? I've got one more thing to show you. So I'm guessing if we drive left, that'll take us... Oh, right, there we go. Back to the park. Thank God we didn't tour around that place, eh? Doolittle's not the brightest of men. I wouldn't say brightest, he's just not very interesting. He's weird, his intentions are strange. Let's head back upstairs, eh? I have one more thing to show you. Wait, we only came here looking for some answers about the stupid moldy computer. Oh, the old man in the cave with the moldy computer. That black mold, it's drawn to whiskey, it feeds on ethanol fumes, you see. As we age the whiskey, some of it inevitably evaporates into the air. The angels share. It goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we can scrape up that mold, we can usually apply some pressure and cold to it, squeeze and condense the angels share back into drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on the stuff, so we'd go down and scrape it off his equipment, just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people down here to drive us away. Paranoid, truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collect mold. Since we stopped going down there, I'm sure the mold's gotten pretty thick. Try cleaning off the timing crystal. That'll get you going, I'm sure of it. So, join me upstairs? Yeah, let's sign this bloody contract. Bloody weird guy. Here it is. In these nice red seats. Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but it's in perfect condition. How do you think they keep it like that? Maintenance, old man? I bet it's someone's job around here. Probably hard to keep all the dust out, you know, underground. That's why I got into this business, to keep old stuff like this running. Seems like such a shame to let it just fall into ruin, you know? Like that computer back in the cave, Xanadu. Decades of engineering, thousands of years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified in the living stone. How can you just let that fall apart? So, hold on, are we going to the truck? Oh, no, okay. We're going this way. Oh, there's a staircase there. I went the wrong way. I went to look at the decade-old machinery, which does look mightily clean, might I add. If you don't mind. Oh, we gotta take the hats off. Put the hats back. If you don't mind, put the hats back. Bloody... Come on, why can't we keep them? Why do we have to go into, like, changing room to take off the hats? Alright, adding machine. Here it is, a beauty, wouldn't you say? It's an antique, you know. What is it? Why, it's an adding machine. This is where we come for our daily ritual, to calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift, so I know how many hours I need in order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. I'm happy to have you. Congratulations, you're hired. Wait, we can't... It's customary here to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special. Mark the occasion. This is the top shelf stuff now. Single barrel. He doesn't... Down the hatch, Venom Memra Moors. Alright, I'll drink it. Decent enough. Welcome aboard. He's not working for you. We have to get back to this... He has a delivery to make. What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? She's right. I have to make this, I'm disappointed. And I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As indicated, this is the top shelf stuff you're drinking now. This isn't cheap. If it's not your first shift drink, well, and there's this matter of this tour. Just now, my time and experience are billed at quite a premium. This is not good for you, my friend. You're in quite deep by my back of the envelope estimations. Well, we have that in common, I suppose. All of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just the way of it. What's happening right now? You can start tomorrow. Take the time to settle your affairs, of course. The interest begins to compound immediately, and, well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow, then. Conway, what the hell did you just agree to? Why on earth would you have that drink? So I guess I start in the morning. I guess. I'm confused. It's just the way these things go, kid. Huh. Well, that still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry? So this is how it ends. Conway's assigned himself to a new job at an underground distillery. But they've got a little time to do a little bit more searching, and then, well, he's found himself his next job after making his final delivery. What? Okay, yeah, we'll pretend that there wasn't just like a giant mammoth on the back of that ship. Bloody hell. Is that it? End of Act 3? Well then, we did it! We did it! We got to the end of Act 3. Holy moly, we completed everything that Kentucky Route Zero has to offer. Act 3 was weird. Act 3 was really strange. You know what? I didn't like Act 3. I think Act 2, probably my favorite. Act 2 was, well, Act 1 was actually quite fantastic. I don't know. It's a mix between Act 1 and 2. I really liked, obviously, the bar scene in Act 3. That was great. But not, you know, not for the sense of any story or anything. it was just because it was just a wonderful sequence. But yeah, well done. We completed the series. If you followed me this far, I honestly congratulate you, because Act 3 was, I'll admit, maybe a little bit of a struggle to get through. I found myself a little bored halfway through because it wasn't really mystical anymore. It lost some kind of touch it had from the original, the other ones, and I have no clue what's going on. But you know what? I can't say that I've had any clue of what's going on since the beginning. There has, I mean, okay, no, there has been that slight, you're chasing the dog with drive thing. But Act 3 just, that added something else. The whole, like, strangers thing and the guys in the cave. I'm not quite sure what it was trying to say, why that's important for our journey. I guess it's just more detour stuff. Anyway, thank you very much. Of course, we'll carry on with an Act 4. I bloody hope it's a lot better than Act 3, because that was a bit not in my tastes. But we'll carry on with Act 4 once it's released. It's not released yet, and I think in December they said it's almost done, or something like that, or maybe it was in October of 2015. So it could be a while, but don't worry, as soon as that comes out, expect a video on it. And hopefully it'll be good. All right. Thank you very much. This has been Noxai. As always, like, comment, and see you in the next series. Bye-bye.